Today, we're going to talk about the 10 quick things that you can start doing right now to improve your credit score immediately in 2026 and in the long term. And by doing that, you can better your finances, reduce your interest rates and insurance premiums, and increase your chances of being approved for things like loans, car finance, mortgages, and more. Because improving your credit score can quite literally put more money right back into your pocket and open up many more opportunities in life, and that's what this channel is all about. So, let's get started. Now, your credit score plays a huge role in your life without you even knowing it. Think of it like your financial reputation in a single number. And if that number is low, you might find yourself paying higher interest rates on things like car loans and mortgages than someone with a higher number. Or some insurers who use your score to decide how much you pay for the exact same level of cover as your next door neighbor. So this score can literally determine how many pounds leave your bank account each month. But it's not just the money you spend, it's also about the doors that can either open or close for you, because this number could be the invisible barrier between you and your dream home, or that new car you want, or even whether your rental application gets accepted or not. So if you're looking to build your score, fix it from previous mistakes, or just to improve it, let's get to the 10 quick things that we can start doing now to boost that number. Now, before we dive in, just remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Always remember to consult a financial professional before making any financial decisions because everyone's situation is different. Number 1, pay your bills on time. I know, it sounds super simple, but this is the single biggest factor in your credit score. Lenders value consistency above all else. Just one missed phone payment can stay on your report for 6 years. So what I'd suggest is to set up direct debits for every single bill to remove the chance of human error, so this is something you never have to worry about. Number 2, use the correct credit utilization. That's a fancy term for how much of your available credit you are actually using. If you have a credit card with a £2,000 limit and you've spent £1,900, lenders look at you and think you're struggling. But if you don't use your credit card, lenders can't tell if you're responsible paying money back. So the goal here is the 30% rule. If you keep your balances under 30% of your total limit, your score will usually see a very healthy jump within a month or two. That brings us to number 3. Use a credit card regularly but safely. If you don't use credit, you can't prove you're good at paying it back, so use your card for one small thing that's within your 30% limit. For me, it's typically my fuel, and pay it off in full every month. But remember to never withdraw cash on your credit card because it usually costs you high fees, but it also tells lenders you have poor cash flow, which can instantly hurt your score. Number 4, limit new credit applications. Every time you make a formal application for credit, it leaves a hard search on your file for 12 months. Too many of these in a short period of time makes you look desperate for cash to lenders. So before a hard search, always try to use an eligibility checker first. These are soft searches that don't affect your score and let you see your chances of approval before you commit. Honestly, most places offer this, like for credit cards, car loans, mortgages, and then only do a hard credit application if you want to take that specific loan or credit facility. Number 5 is an easy one. Register to vote. This is the quickest one on the list. Getting on the electoral roll is free and takes 5 minutes at gov.uk. Lenders use this data to verify who you are and where you live. Without it, you're a massive red flag for their algorithms, so it's an almost immediate lift once the records update at the agencies. So in the next 5, we look at some cool apps and platforms that use technology to boost your score. Now, my finances are really important to me. I have a budget, but it's really hard to improve your finances if you don't know where your money is going every month. With all of our bills and card taps, so for the last year, I've been using our casual cash budget tracker, and it's been the single best thing I've done to reduce my expenses and put more money to my savings and investments. In a true story, I found out the first month that I was double paying for Amazon Prime through 2 accounts, so I closed one and I saved myself £9 every month. The sheet is super simple. You only fill in the yellow blocks and it automatically populates powerful graphs and charts for you and consolidates all of your budgets and expenses into neat monthly and yearly overviews. I take 30 minutes a month to populate it, and it gives me full breakdowns of all my income and expenses, simplified by expense category, and I can see if I'm spending too much on going out or on subscriptions or where I can cut down on the groceries. Then at the end of the year, I create a copy or clear it and start again. So the budget tracker is £6.50 once off, and if you pick up areas to save, like with my two Prime accounts, it can pay for itself immediately. And you can use it every year for the rest of your life. So if that's something you think will help, then take a look through it, and the link is in the description for the budget tracker tool. Number 6. Use credit boosting tools. We now have really cool technology that didn't exist a few years ago. Experian Boost is a free tool that scans your bank account for things like Netflix or gym payments and gives you an instant points lift. If you're a renter, you can use platforms like Credit Ladder or Canopy to report your monthly rent to go towards your credit score. For most people, rent will be your biggest monthly expense that you're paying every month, so it makes sense to include it towards your score. So by using these tools, you get credits for paying your bills and not just your credit facilities. Number 7. Check for errors on all 3 platforms. About 1 in 5 credit reports have a mistake on them, so you should download your report from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax every year and look for anything wrong. Even a slightly mistyped address can lower your score, and if you find an error, make sure to dispute it. It usually takes 4 to 8 weeks to get these cleared up, and this can help raise your score. Number 8. Put the household bills in your name. If you're living with partners or flatmates, try to ensure that at least some utility bills like water, gas, or electricity are in your name. Proving you can handle these essential payments on time helps build a responsible borrowing profile. It's another layer of proof to the banks that you can handle regular financial commitments. Number 9. Diversify your credit mix. Having a variety of accounts like a credit card, a small loan, or even a phone contract shows you can handle different types of borrowing. A phone contract is often easier to get than a large loan, and it counts as a credit agreement and helps build that payment history. And lastly, number 10. One of the most valued aspects of a credit score is reliability and time. Lenders love stability, so maintaining a consistent address for at least 3 years can literally add points to your score, and moving frequently makes algorithms nervous. The next one is a bit more nuanced, but staying in the same job for a longer period also signals to lenders that your income is stable and reliable. But also your bank accounts. Length of history matters, and closing an old card can actually lower your score by shortening your average account age, so be sure to keep healthy old accounts open. And there you have it, 10 ways to master that invisible number and take control of your financial reputation. Remember, building a credit score is like building a house. You have to set a solid foundation first, and every on-time payment is placing another brick. If you found this helpful, please remember to like the video and subscribe for more ways to build your finances. And if you want to use the same casual cash budget tracker that I do to track my expenses every month, you can find the link in the description. Let me know if I missed anything or if you have any other tips in the comments. But until then, I'll see you guys next time, as always, on Casual Cash. Cheers.